Buongiorno a tutti, sono Julian Thomas.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Julian Thomas. I'm the Prezentacja manager of Ducati Corse. To Bologna, we will introduce the Ducati team that will take part in the MotoGP World Championship. So a very warm welcome from Ducati to our sponsors, our partners, our suppliers, representatives, TV agents, and websites that are following this event in 2 languages, 5 bikes and presentations. Start off. So, Fabio Domenicali, our managing director, by many other seconds. Earthquake fund are characterized an Italian to offer photo in order to get to the podium every single time. So I have to say, an interesting, challenging, beautiful year. We've been able to, highlight some of the key aspects. So aerodynamics and even the motor were 2 key strengths for us. We also have some gaps to be bridged, okay? So this is where we have focused all of our energy, attention, and even the new developments that we will be going through this winter. Let's say that our organization is now better. We have improved it because for the first time ever, well, at least, under my personal management of Ducati Corse, we managed, to have the new bike, let's say, up and running in the, after, in Valencia, soon after the competition, soon after the race. So we just wanted to make sure the new bike didn't have any problem, any issue that it would have been impossible to get rid of during the season. So that was an incredibly beautiful starting point. We have planned plenty of developments and optimizations. We will start next week together with Piero and Stoner, our 2 testers, together with our official heroes that will join us. And of course, so we'll have Sepang, Phillip Island, and Qatar. So in Qatar, I'm sure we will have the opportunity to really reveal physically the new 2017 championship bike. So once again, plenty of developments. First of all, in the so-called hardships or difficulties area, but we haven't, set aside. We haven't neglected any single area. I know our, let's say, competitors will also try and improve their bikes. So if we want to keep this gap, this competitive gap between us and them, of course, we have to improve our bike under every single perspective, in every single detail. And we also have our 2 heroes. We have Lorenzo and Dovizioso. Lorenzo is a 5-time world championship. So in the MotoGP, we won 2 world championships together. And this is great. This gives us so much, energy, trust, and an incredible, esteem and respect. So all of these ingredients are so important in my job. And as many people said, and even many reporters have written, I have to say the following. We do not have any longer the structure we had before. Let's say that the only thing we have to do is winning the World Championship. Once again, there's no reason why we shouldn't be doing this. There are no excuses, no alibis. Now, we don't like excuses. This was one of the key reasons why we decided to hire Lorenzo. Well, just because I think that, a team that wants to win something important, well, first of all, we do have to remove every single excuse to lose, okay? And we have changed our mindset. So we have the right mindset encouraging us to try and do what people want us to do, which is winning the World Championship. Once again, it won't be easy. I know that our, competitors are so strong in terms of the bikes. They have, in their, availability, they have very specific top quality, features, if you will, in their, personal teams. But of course, we are here to try. And then we have Andrea Dovizioso. Now, Andrea has been with us for 4 years. So next year will be his 5th year of cooperation and partnership with us. As he says himself, I mean, he wants to finish his job. He wants to really do it. I mean, we went through some hardships, there have been some difficulties, but we also have spent incredibly beautiful, deep times together. So all of this is demonstrated and shown by the final part of the season he did last year. So he's a great person, and I'm sure he can really get to a top target. Okay, well, this is it. I mean, I have touched, well, briefly upon a couple of key themes. Let me share with you a couple of thank you messages. Now, the first thank you message goes to all of the Ducati staff here in Bologna, because if we are here, so we are playing, we are working, we do what we like. So thank you so much for what you do for the company. I also would like to say grazie, so thank you. To all of the Ducatistas, thank you for your warmth, for your support, for your encouragement. So you gave us the strength and the energy to go on. I'm sure we can really count on you at every single moment in time, including in 2017 and even 2018. Thank you so much for encouraging us to put the bar higher and higher. Okay, ciao. So see you at the racing track. Thank you, Gigi. Please stay here with us on the stage. And before getting into the depth of the presentation of our heroes and our bikes, so let's go back to some key moments of a very rich, beautiful, satisfactory season with, once again, 2 victories, so 1 each for our 2 heroes and 7 podiums. So plenty of incredible competitions, well, 9 different winners, and once again, plenty of adrenaline. Okay, we have video number 1 for you to enjoy.
Credo che ci vuole un applauso.
Okay, big hand, a big round of applause. It's incredible. This is a very deep emotion. I mean, seeing what has happened, 2, 3, 4 months later, this is really incredible. We also have some beautiful pictures of Lorenzo together with Andrea Dovizioso in the Valencia round of tests. We now need to have 2 other members of the incredible team. We have the sport director, Paolo Ciabatti, and the team manager, Davide Tardozzi. Hi guys, so Paolo and Davide. Now, 12 months ago, 1 year ago, we were right here on this stage talking about how many years we had already spent together in the racing system. We are here together once again to face a new championship with 1 extra year of experience and expertise in the management of MotoGPs. Well, thank you so much, first of all. Yes, you're right. I mean, we've been in this, business, if you will, for many years. But every single year we have new emotions, new drivers, new challenges to be taken up. We had positive but also negative emotions. But, this is a big lesson to learn. Before talking about the season that we have just, wrapped up, And I'm sure, by the way, that Davide will also be able to give us extra insights. I mean, he will be talking about the approach and the key philosophy, of our two heroes. Well, let me take this opportunity to thank our partners and sponsors, without whom all of this wouldn't have been possible. Philip Morris International, first and foremost, they've always been with us since the beginning of this beautiful adventure in 2003. Thank you so much for giving us assistance, support. You've always been with us. And then sponsor number two is the technical sponsor, Shell. We also have Tim. Now, Tim is with us almost since the beginning of our adventure, so 2004. We have Riel, UPS, Unibat, Akrapovic, Flexbox, so they have increased, their engagement and commitment for 2017. I also would like to thank Unipol Sai, an insurance company from Italy. Thank you so much for joining us this year for sharing this exciting adventure. I also would like to thank all of the official and technical partners. I would like to welcome SEAT with the Cupra, Leon, and Pitarosso brands. Now, the 2016 season, Davide, what do you think about this season? Now, in 2016, we've been very happy thanks to the two victories, but we could have done much more and much better, which is what we will do in 2017. Now, I know that all of our fans and Ducatistas know what I mean. For example, the Austin and even the Argentina races. Well, the podium was so close to us. So we were aware, we are still aware we could have done better, and we do much better in 2017. Now, the Valencia tests gave us good indications. What is great is the harmony and the cooperation between our two, heroes, Jorge and Andrea. They had an incredible, team spirit, a teamwork spirit, which is something you never see because, this is a very high level. So, people become a little, individualistic instead of, managing problems with, managers and partners. But this is not what happened with us. They both have worked with Gigi Dall'Igna to keep improving and optimizing their bikes. I'm sure that tests to be carried out in winter will give us the opportunity to do great in 2017. So, Paolo, higher, stronger, deeper ambitions this year with, Jorge together with Andrea Dovizioso. What about your first impression? You and Davide, after meeting him in the racing track, but also in his ordinary life. Well, I have to say that Jorge is experiencing this adventure with a great emotion. Yesterday was his first day here in the company, so we've taken advantage of this to show him the company and the plant. There's been an incredible support from staff, employees, and workers. I'm sure Jorge has immediately understood how courses, so the racing, is, let's say, into the DNA of this company, not just in the DNA of managers or this department, but everyone here lives, a life based on racing. He's very motivated. He knows he's just taken up a very important challenge, and he has the will, the willingness, but he's also very humble. So he wants to work in the best way possible together with Andrea Dovizioso. Now, Andrea is one of the pillars in our MotoGP adventure. So Andrea started with me. And by the way, it was my first year here in 2013, a difficult year in terms of MotoGP. So once again, we went through some, hardships in 2013, but then he managed to stay very dedicated, very focused, even when it was very difficult, actually, to keep believing in us. So he managed, to get the good results, a fantastic victory in Sepang. Together with Andrea, we were very close to victory in many different cases. So I guess eventually that the victory in Sepang has given us a great, deep joy and so much energy. Now, Andrea now knows that he can fight to get to the podium in every single race. Once again, I believe we have a very strong, very dedicated team, so we now have to show all of this on the track. Yeah, I'd like to echo the words from Paolo. it's an incredibly motivated team. So I really hope, and well, actually, I expect a fantastic season from Andrea. In terms of Jorge, now he's so resolute, dedicated. So, I mean, I met him some months ago, and then we meet, we work together day after day. I'm sure that, Gigi can really confirm what he does. I mean, he calls us every single day. I mean, winning the World Championship will be an incredible endeavor for us. We've done it already. We want to do it again as soon as possible. We have every single possibility. We can count on our engineering, on our bikes, and on our two heroes, I mean, our team. They are now showing how resolute and dedicated they are in their mental and physical training. So, as far as I am concerned, 2017 will be the year of the protagonists. This is very important for MotoGP. There's another person doing something incredible, quite often behind the scenes. He keeps helping us in every single situation. He's a tester. He's been with us for years. Top availability. He's always there when we need a replacement. A big, big round of applause to Michele Pirro. Okay, welcome, Michele. Well, I have to say that in 2016, you've, well, taken part in some races, and you've worked onto the development of the bike. You did some tests in extreme conditions and in some, unusual places where it was very cold, very low temperatures, isn't it? Yes, definitely. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. It's always an honor and indeed a pleasure for me to be here. This is my, well, basically 5th year. So 5 years spent with this beautiful, large, big family, a very special year. So 2 victories in 2016. Now we have Lorenzo, so a great champion, a real number 1. So I'm sure it will be a very important year, including all what we've done in the past. I'm sure that we will be able to show the fruits, the consequences of all the efforts deployed. Now, this is something we did, last year, but actually, since the arrival of Gigi, well, let's say that all of my tests are very special. Yes, you're right. Anyway, it's difficult. It's a sacrifice, but once again, we managed to win twice yesterday on wet and dry surface with 2 different heroes. So Jorge and even Lorenzo this year, I'm sure will be able, well, actually, I have to say Jorge and Dovizioso, you're right. I'm sure they will give us plenty of satisfactory results. So I do take part in the races. I try and offer help and support. I know there's plenty of things to learn with a person who's won the World Championship 5 times now. This is going to be kind of encouraging and energizing for me as well. So I hope to be one of the key protagonists of this project. Well, everyone is a protagonist here because the objective is to win as often as possible. So, of course, we all support Ducati. So, once again, we have to speed up as much as we can. You've done the shakedown test. So, what can you tell us of the new bike? Well, I have to say that unlike what happened in the past, this year we are in advance. Because, as you said before, we started, testing the new bike at the end of 2016. We tried, the so-called basic model. And this year in Sepang, Malaysia, we will, test the new bike. Now, this Soto, basis is quite good because we have already, tested it last year. And then, of course, we keep improving. Optimization is one of the key words we like to use. It's a fast bike, so we've been able to show this already. We wait for the first tests and then the first race to really try and understand what is happening. But I'm sure we will be doing great from the very beginning. Thank you so much, Michele Pirro. So once again, a very, very important job, on the racing track and especially behind the scenes. We also need to talk about Casey Stoner, our top tester. He gave us an incredible positive contribution to the results last year. Last year, to celebrate the 90th anniversary of Ducati, we did something incredible. First of all, Casey Stoner was back, so he's the brand ambassador and the top-level, top-notch quality tester. At the same time, we also got Jorge Lorenzo with us. So our relationship with Casey goes on. Of course, he will be back on the racing track on the 25th and 26th of January in Sepang, together with Michele Pirro. And once again, there will also be a 3-day official test session. He will give us, information, indications, and even insights about what he feels and thinks about the bike. We're very lucky. We have an exceptional talent, a unique talent. Of course, I'm talking about Casey. This is a great benefit. It's a further, competitive advantage that we have. I don't think competitors can do or boast the same. So we do have this privilege. We are lucky enough. And then, of course, we will try and capitalize on Casey's skills. He will be giving us plenty of insights to help us improve the bike so as to be as competitive as possible in every single racing track around the world. So once again, Casey will be back into the Ducati team at the end of the month in Sepang. There will also be many more opportunities to see him on the track. Thank you so much, Paolo. Thank you, Michele. Okay, once again, please do stay with us here on the side of the stage. Now, as we do every single year, some days before the presentations, we are, frantic here in Ducati, so we have to complete all what it takes for this beautiful, press event. And then, of course, we also get ready for the first tests. 2 days ago, we decided to have the final graphics of the bike. There will also be plenty of pictures. Of course, media representatives will find these products into their folder. Okay, we have video number 2 with the backstage of the day. Thank you so much. A beautiful backstage video that we have just enjoyed. Now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Okay, sorry, that wasn't English, so let me go back to Italian. Okay, let's switch off the lights. Volume down, your eyes on the screen. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Let's enjoy this beautiful show.
Eccoci qua, Facciamogli un altro applauso, dai.
Okay, here we go. Another round of applause. Thank you so much, Jorge Lorenzo and Andrea Dovizioso. Thank you so much for being here in Bologna with us this morning.
Vediamo un po' chi tolgono i caschi.
Okay, just a couple of seconds to remove helmets so we can see them. Of course, two faces, you know very well. And then
Ancora una volta, sì,
helmet
perché
off,
no?
cap on.
Ciao Andrea. Ciao Jorge.
So, ciao, Andrea and Jorge. Hello.
Te, Andrea.
Okay, let me start with you, Andrea. Okay, here's the mic for you.
Stai.
So, how you doing? Very well, thank you so much. With plenty of energy and passion, as usual. Your 10th season in a MotoGP championship, just like Jorge. This is also your 5th season with the Ducati team colors. Last year, you managed to get, well, good results. You got also your first, victory in Sepang with Ducati. Right, last year we, finished, the final part of the season very well. Top speed, plenty of energy and passion. We managed to win the race. So this is very encouraging, and it helps me start the year in the right way. So 5th year with Ducati, and then 10 years of MotoGP. It's a very special year for me. Well, let me tell you the truth. It was kind of difficult at the beginning, some years ago in Ducati with you, but then you didn't give up. You believed into this project, and now you became so competitive. So what about your first impressions after some testing days in Valencia, Spain, on the 2017 model year bike, and even your first impression this year? You're right, some difficulties, some hardships in the first years, but this is what I needed to become even more competitive. Now we are back together, and once again, this is a major thing. Now, in terms of, sharing sports success together, but also personally. As for the new bike, well, once again, some tests have been done in Valencia. There will be, updates and further improvements in Sepang, Malaysia, to really understand how competitive we are. There will also be some, comparisons with our, competitors once again. So, of course, I look forward to really working in Qatar in the first race. So, what about Jorge Lorenzo? We met for the first time in 2001. We were so young, and we were, in the European Championship, very young. I remember we used to weep, to cry when we didn't manage to win. So plenty of things, have happened in the past years. I'm very happy to share, the team with him. He's a great champion. He's a winner. And, working with him, sort of, sharing, if you will, the same team and the same efforts. It's an honor, so I'm so excited. What about your first words you shared with him? Well, what are you doing here? Yes, this is my first natural reaction. Thank you so much. A big round of applause for Andrea Dovizioso. Hello, Jorge.
Benvenuti in Ducati.
Welcome to Ducati. Thank you so much. Now, yesterday we also, that you joined the company here for the first time. I know you've taken a tour of this big plant here in Bologna. I guess you felt the deep passion in the company. So what about your first day in Red? Well, I have to say that I'm a little bit more nervous now than in my races, because it's a very special day for me. And yesterday was also another great day, because I really, really didn't expect all of the passion and love that, all of the people here have shown me. So together with all of the fans and the Ducatistas and the people working here, employees and workers, it's something you can only see here. So, for example, some people told me, welcome into the family, and it's incredible. It's something that you can only feel in this team and in this brand. In November, in the Valencia tests, you've tried the Desmo 16, so the Desmo Strategy GP. You will be using it once again at the end of this month in Sepang. What about your first impressions of the bike? Well, very positive impressions, actually, because you have to take into account the fact that, I had been working with the same bike and the same team. So for me, that was sort of a shock. But the truth is, it was a big, major, positive change. The stability of this bike is incredible. Even the, let's say, the rideability is absolutely unparalleled, and it's so powerful. It looks like a nervous bike, but it is not. I mean, it's so easy to keep control, both in the straight parts of the races and even in the corners. So it's an incredible surprise. You won 3 MotoGP World Championships and then 5, championships in total. An incredible career. So, what is your first objective in this first year with Ducati? So, Championship 2017. Well, when you've been lucky enough to be a World Championship, well, I think the only thing you want is repeating the same thing. But of course, it's difficult year after year because we have plenty of new bikers. So what I need is talent, the magic, the fantasy, so all of the method which is necessary to get sort of further constant, steady improvements. So if we are strong in general, well, I think we will be able to get to the podium. So, well, at last, you've seen the passion that we have here in Ducati. Now, do you have a message you want to share to this plant, to this company, to the Ducatistas, to all of our fans, and even people following us in live streaming? Well, I'm so proud I now belong to this big family. And I would like to thank, all of you, not just for what you've shown me yesterday. Thank you so much for your love, for your affection. Thank you so much for what you're writing or posting on social media, and this gives me so much energy to try and give you the best. I will also try and make this team stronger as racer and rider. I'm sure there will be great emotions soon to come. Back to Andrea. Now, Andrea, you know Ducatistas very well. Yes, I do. Well, I've sent plenty of messages, and what is even nicer is that I got plenty of messages back from them. As Jorge has seen yesterday, there's plenty of support, love, passion from fans and Ducatistas. This is something special. It's so deep and big, and when you ride, this makes the difference. Thank you so much, Andrea. Okay, so all around the bike, I need to have Domenicali, Dalligna, Ciabatti, Tardozzi, and once again, Michele Pirro. I guess we need a family picture, and I also get, I need some of your personal impressions. So, Claudio. Well, I really would like to repeat the things that have been said already, and I join you in your thoughts. I'd like to thank Ducatistas. Thank you so much. Please, stay in touch and stay closer and closer to us. We show that, this brand is so important for us. We love this brand. I mean, I'm talking about the passion, the love, the involvement, the commitment, and even the engagement of all of us here on the stage. So this is something we share with you. Please follow us, stay with us, because I think that this company, this brand, and Italy deserve the best. So this is something I'd like to get from you: strength, energy, support. Because when the light moves from red to green, they will be there by themselves on their bikes. But they are not alone. They are not doing all of this by themselves. All of us are behind them, just like, pushing them, encouraging them lap after lap, okay? And this is something we badly need. Thank you so much. Thank you, Claudio. Well, what we need to do now is thanking once again all the people who made this event possible. So boys and girls here from Ducati Corse, our sponsors, partners, and media here in Bologna, and all of those following us from home. So live streaming closes here. So please don't forget to be with us in 10 days. We will be in Sepang for the first tests of the year 2017, together with Qatar end of March for the first Grand Prix of the 2017 season. Thank you so much for staying with us. Arrivederci. Bye-bye from Bologna, Italy.